It's been a long time since I've done a studio tour, and this will be the last one in this house because I'm just about to break it down and start packing for the big move. So I thought I would walk through and talk about what things I really like about my studio and what things I will be happy to get rid of. Um, and let's actually start with this floor to ceiling full wall of shelving. By far, the smartest thing I did when I designed this room was put up all this shelving and then invest in all the plastic bins that go on it. You can see this shelf right here. I've already downsized by 50%, and that's my goal as I'm packing. I want to get rid of half of what's in this room. So, like, I got rid of all of my board books. They went back to half price books because I know I can replace those on the other end from any thrift store. And I'm about to start weeding out the foreign language books, which are on this shelf. And like just behind the iron, you can see Reader's Digest condensed books. I know I can replace those too, so I'm probably going to get rid of those. And then all these containers on the top shelf are probably going to go because I just don't work this big anymore. I'm more interested in, say, right here is a whole bin of Altoids tins. I know I'll use those, so I'm taking those with me. I'll probably keep some of the actual shelf planks because I have a plan to replicate this in a renter friendly way on the other end. And let me show you. This is my office, pardon the clutter. These are two shelving units that I brought with me when I moved, and they're going to go with me again. And the reason for that is they have the holes so that these shelves can be adjusted. And also I can move them apart and put shelves in between. So those white shelves from my studio are going to go in between these shelves in the new place to give me more shelving options. And these bins, these are the bins that used to hold all of my kits when I used to package kits. Each kit had its own bin and all the pieces and parts went into that bin. So when I ran out of kits and needed to make new ones, all the stuff was in the right place. So I'm going to be breaking those down shortly, and all of those bins are going into the big garage sale I'm having very soon. Okay, back in my studio. Having a work table in the middle of the room, awesome. I can reach everything around me and I can see everything in the shelves. So I'm going to try and replicate that in the new studio. Having a second counter over here, not so awesome. This was generally always a catch-all space. I never used it as a workspace. I only used it to like put things to dry or whatever. I don't need that, but I do need these bins down below, which are actually old DMC floss holders. This is a display that they used in stores. I don't think they use these anymore. I think they moved to open display. But all these little shelves, they're very shallow, so I can always see what's in them all the way down to the bottom, as opposed to this big bin, which I have to dig through to see what's in it. So these are kind of great, and I'll be definitely using these in the new place. I'm sorting through everything that's in them, and my plan is they're actually loose in this holder that I built. So I'm just going to wrap them with shrink wrap with all the stuff in them. And that's the extent of packing all of this crap. Let's see. These, I used to use these up above. You can still see one run of rubber stamps These used to be filled with rubber stamps. Obviously, they're not going with me. I might keep one, um, but that's about all I need now. I don't really rubber stamp a lot, except for letters, which are in the drawer down below. So I might look at finding another way to organize these when I move. But for now, I'm taking one of these and I'm putting the rest of them in the garage sale. Same with these drawer units. I love them, but I don't think I need them anymore. Most of these ink pads are not going with me. They're dried out and old, and I don't need them anymore. But this, it's actually 2 units of both drawers and bins. And obviously tons of stuff in there that I use, glue sticks and all sorts of little stuff. So I'm going to clean those out and see what else I can put in them. And I think I'm taking both of them. Rubber stamp wooden shelves. I'm taking the shelves. I think I can still weed out more rubber stamps and sell them on eBay. I don't know. Little shelves are useful, and so I'm obviously going to take that. And I'm taking the lateral file, which holds all of my decorative papers and books with foreign text in them and stuff like that. But I have those things in 2 different places. Foreign text and maps and stuff like that on the bottom down there, and also foreign text books sitting on the shelf. So I obviously need to do a good weed out and only take what I really need. Drawers that hold all of my paints, those are obviously coming with me. And again, to pack, all I'm going to do is, oh, that's my tool drawer. Flip the bottles over so they're right side up so they won't leak. And then close up all the drawers, wrap them with plastic, with the cling plastic, and I'm packed. So this will all go really quickly. This little unit I built, it has shelves in it right now. Again, a clutter catcher. I really need to get rid of this. So maybe I won't take it, but it's very similar in size to this drawer unit. So maybe I will take it. And I don't know. I'm not sure. Paper storage. Again, I feel like this is a clutter catcher and I can do better with this. So I'm kind of tempted not to take this with me and find a better way to store my paper, whether it's hanging up in a closet or whatever. I just don't think that this is a good use of space. So I kind of feel like this drawer unit could slide under here. And then this, I could maybe do a lower, I could get rid of all of these drawers, do something lower, and put all of those drawer units on top of it to fill this space right here. And I would have a more compact, a more workable space. And then I would have a little bit of space along the front to put things that are drying or whatever. So, a little drawer or little bookshelf, always handy going with me. This is all my fabric and trim, and I'm clinging onto it for sentimental reasons. I have not sewn a stitch in the 22 years I've lived in this house, and I should probably pare this down. My friend Wendy just told me that her granddaughter is starting to learn how to use a sewing machine by making doll clothes on it. And I'm thinking that a lot of this fabric would make fabulous ball gowns for her dolls. So I'm going to try and weed this down from 4 bins of fabric to 1 bin. And also I'm going to try and weed down the ribbons to 1 or 2 bins. I have 2 dress forms that have been crammed in the back of the closet. I'm definitely getting rid of one in the garage sale. I might take one with me, but I have a feeling that I'm going to end up selling it. And then a sewing machine, and I have a serger in the other room, and the whole sewing machine table. Bye-bye. I'm getting rid of that. And then my easel. It's coming with me, but I don't know if I'm ever going to do big paintings again. I have a physical limitation in my right arm that is making it really hard for me to hold a brush steady. So I don't know if I need an easel anymore. I'm going to decide that on the other end. So there you go. That's my old workroom. Oh, I did want to say that one of the reasons I love having a work table in the middle of the room rather than one up against the wall over there is because I can clamp my camera setup and a work light onto this side of the table, and I can't do that with one that's up against the wall. So middle of the room is what works for me, and I'm going to try and make that work in the new space. The new workroom is significantly smaller than this one, so I really need to start throwing stuff away pretty quick. Okay, say goodbye to this workroom. You won't see it again.